Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're here sitting under the porch. It's so windy out there, it's going to mess with the mic. Might be messing up now. We're doing a review called Corona Familiar. But this is the can version, which you've never had the can version. And you barely had the bottle version.
Yeah, just tasted it.
It's been on the market a few years. In the original sense, it was simply Corona Extra in the big bottle. A few years ago, they decided to make it as its own recipe. Slightly higher alcohol, a little bit more bitterness. Regular Corona is 4.6, Corona Extra. This one's 4.8, maybe 20 IBUs. Corona Extra is 18. And it's from Mexico, so
this one's made with the Mexican corn threads.
Water, barley malt, Mexican corn, hops and yeast.
Or tastes a different flavor into the beer. It actually makes it a little bit more robust tasting, less corn sweetener taste.
Yeah, and they had this at racetrack, and it was 2 for $6. 2 cans for $6. Not a great value, but I figured, what the heck? I never had the can version.
Right.
You'll notice it's probably not much different than the bottle, but a nice looking label. It's yellow with the brown trim, kind of like a 1974 Plymouth Satellite color.
Yeah, it's the old schema, the same old yellow they had on the cars back in the 70s. They all came in a tan or brown interior.
Mustard yellow with the vinyl interior.
Kind of like a paisley mustard yellow.
Paisley?
Almost like Manila.
Oh, like Manila folder.
Yeah.
Like a khaki.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of mustard yellow then. Okay, so cheers to y'all. These are Buchanan 12-year aged Scotch glasses, but figured they'd work fine. Smells like regular old lager beer.
I did an early taste on it, and yeah, it just smells. It smells slightly like beer. The taste is medium.
Medium body.
The finish is kind of clean.
Yeah, medium body, crisp finish.
It's crisp, but it's got that corn flavor that resonates through just about every beer that we're getting out of Mexico.
Kind of like with the Soul that we drank off camera.
Soul, right.
You had the can version, which you don't see too much, the tall cans, which you got a great deal on.
Actually, I was going to bring you some of those, and I forgot. Yeah, even the Vienna styles that are coming out of Mexico seem to have that same, what they call Mexican corn, or maize as they call it, where it's just like a robustness to it. Like you get a good bowl of grits.
Look, I drank last night.
It tastes like corn.
Last night,
instead of corn sugar.
Right, like the corn itself, not the. Yeah, because last night I drank the last bottle I had of the Dos Equis Ambar, and it's just so much different than the American lagers.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't mind paying the $13.99 for the 12-pack, you know, because it gives you more. There's more there. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to downgrade the USA and build up Mexico, but I just think you get maybe a little better product. Honestly.
Don't they also have their own Coca-Cola too?
Yes, and Mathern's charging.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, because it's made with corn. No, what am I saying? The Mexican Coca-Cola is made with cane sugar. All right, but the American Coca-Cola is made with corn syrup, the high fructose corn syrup.
And here in your hometown,
yeah,
cane sugar's all around like weeds.
Cane stalks, but we're getting the high fructose corn syrup Coca-Cola. But you can get the single bottles of the Mexican Coca-Cola with the corn, with the get it right, the cane sugar. And it's just different. It's not the same. It's really totally different.
So does it taste like the Coke we used to have when we were kids?
Kind of like before '85.
Yeah.
Remember when they came out with New Coke in '85? And that was a big fiasco. A lot of people have a conspiracy theory that they intentionally did that to throw people off. Because before '85, Coca-Cola used coca leaves as their stimulant. What comes from coca leaves? Cocaine, you know?
Yeah.
So the government was kind of coming down on them a little hard, so they said, well, we're going to switch to caffeine. Well, that changed the taste.
So
Some people think they put the new Coke in there to throw people off and then bring back the Coca-Cola Classic. Remember that?
Yeah.
Which is Coca-Cola today, but it was with the caffeine instead of the Coca. I don't know, but you remember Coca-Cola in the 70s did not taste like today.
It did, but I never was a big soft drink.
I wasn't either, but it.
I mean, if anything, we just drank the local Barks.
Barks got bought by Coke.
Right.
The family
Yeah.
sold to Coke. But just
It
do
was
a
root beer that never said it was root beer on the label.
right. Just do a blind taste test. Get a bottle of the Mexican Coca-Cola. Put it in a taste challenge against a bottle of the American. You'll see. You'll know. Mix up the glasses real well. You'll know. Anyway, back to this.
Sorry for the sidetrack. I was just wondering.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a sidetrack because it's the whole Mexican angle thing. There's some hot bitterness there.
Mm-hmm.
You're picking that
It's a
up.
slight pepperiness with it.
Yeah.
But it's just a full. It's a full taste. You get a full taste. It lingers around. You don't just get sweet, or you don't just get all bitter, or you don't get chocolate, or like a roastedness going on. You just get. It's just a full taste. It hits all your taste buds, not just
Full
one
balanced
area.
taste, but with a nice grassy bitterness at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about in the past, these Mexican beers were almost all created by Germans.
German immigrants.
Immigrants.
Yeah.
German immigrants.
Because before that, their malt beverage was they were chewing something up, and spitting it in a cup, and then it was fermentation.
Oh well, listen.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying about the native population were doing that.
They still do that down in the Andes in
Yeah,
South America.
there was some show on one of those channels called The Thirsty Traveler way back in the day, and the guy tried it and he got sick as a dog, and then all of a sudden the show went away.
There's a beer product that's sold in Africa, East Africa, and it's in a wax paper carton like an old milk carton, and it's called Shake Shake. It's owned by like Anheuser-Busch or Miller Coors, somebody, and it says on the description, you may not like this because it's something that the people in this area drink. But if you're not from Uganda or Tanzania, you're probably not going to want to drink it. And I don't know what it's made with, but it's called Shake Shake.
Malted spit water.
They don't say too much about it on the website, just say Shake Shake. All right, anyway, but the Germans had one convenience that they didn't have back in Germany. They could make the beer with corn or rice because they didn't have the German purity law in Mexico, just like in the United States. So they added corn flour, this Mexican corn flour or corn grits. So how would you score this? We're knocking it out like kind of fast.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's like I said, it's got a full flavor to it, medium body, and it just goes all, it covers all the taste buds per se.
And how does it compare to regular Corona Extra, the one you see everywhere?
I don't normally drink that one. I find that one to be like a little bit more dancier, where it's kind of stingier a little bit, more like a pilsner sting.
So this might be a little notch above.
Yeah.
Interestingly, it's the same price.
Same price.
Yeah, go to Walmart, Extra or Familiar, same price per 12 pack.
Well, I would choose this over the clear bottle, and then especially because it comes in a dark bottle.
You don't have to worry about the skunk.
It's going to preserve the beer a little better, and I would prefer to get it in a can because cans actually preserve beer better than any bottle made.
Yeah, I've heard that. So anyway, I'm going to score it. I can't remember what I scored it on my solo review for the can, but it's so pleasant to drink. It's kind of humid out here. It's windy. We're not going to get a storm. Doesn't look like, but I'm going to say like about 93, getting into most excellent. I was going to say 92, but I really do enjoy it.
I'm going to score it just a slightly bit under your score. I'm going to give it a 91, and that's because there are characteristics about the Corona The other Corona that we get here, which is kind of missing, which I kind of enjoy, is there's something like a cacti or something flavor that I get from that one. And granted, I don't drink it all the
Come
time.
with the extra,
Yeah,
the blue and yellow label.
maybe we should do a revisit on that.
And then you like the one that they make, the more premier one that they make called Modelo. The Modelo Negro. That's
Yeah.
from the same company, you know.
Right. This falls more along the lines of Modelo, I would say, as far as taste and flavor.
So you're saying 91, I'm saying 93, not a big difference. So Laissez Le Bon Temps Relais, an enjoyable beer nonetheless. You can get 48 ounces of beer for $6. Not the best deal, but you're paying for the brand. A lot of people buy this stuff, so when it's popular, they can charge a lot. That's the way that goes.
Right. It's all about branding.
Right. Y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.
Better beers, kids.